that concludes day one of the Southeast Championships for SCCA. What an adventure. I knew coming into this there were going to be some fast cars and some really capable drivers, and that's exactly what I got. And honestly, I was having a really good day today. I qualified well. I ended up qualifying just ahead of a couple other T4 cars and was fourth overall in our group with these multi-class races. A bunch of different groups start at the same time. And so, I was sitting in a pretty good position there. So come race time, we had what they call a split start. Since we have multiple groups, this is not something they usually do, but since this is a Southeast Championships, they decided to split it, which matters later. So what they ended up doing is starting all of the cars in my group, which is T4, together, and that went fine, actually. I actually had a really good start. I was able to move forward a little bit, got good position, and a few laps in, I was sitting in first place, following another car, this Corvette, that's in a different class. And that was going great. I was just hanging back from the Corvette. I was just staying in front of a group of 3 T4 cars. And I really felt like, I could have held that for a while. My car is a Boxster. Those Miatas don't have quite the power, so I have a little bit of an advantage. If I can just keep them behind me, I can usually keep moving. This track, it favors a car with a little more horsepower. And that's the fun of this kind of racing, is every track favors a different car. And so my advantage, I was trying to use my advantage. Unfortunately, we had a yellow, and somebody was off track, and so we had 2 laps of yellow, which bunched everybody back up, which also put us in contact with the cars that had started in front of us. The problem with that is, we get into this other group, and some of their slower cars are slower than the fastest cars in our group. So when they restarted us for 2 more laps, it was chaos. All these slower cars, all these faster cars, everybody's battling for points. This is an important race for points, and it just got very hectic. I got hit in the rear. I got cut off. I ended up in a bad position behind the Corvette, and 3 Miatas came through, or maybe 4. I don't know. It was a blur, and by the time I got out of the infield, I had completely ruined my position, and I had gone from first to third or fourth or something, and it was not getting better. So we end up, rolling through this first lap. I ended up coming into the bus stop and with another ITS car. This really sweet girl, Nicole, who has, she has been very fast. They did some things to her car. She said she's not right up to pace where she wants to be, but we caught up to her coming into the bus stop. And so I get to the right of her, and there was another car that went to the left of her. And so we were 3 wide right at the very entrance to the bus stop. And that was bad, because there's no way 3 cars go through the bus stop. And I knew that. I had an exit, I had an out. I decided not to chance it, and I pulled out from that turn, went a little shallow, went to the inside of the curbs, eased up, let everybody come through, and then continued with the race. And I guess I should have come to a stop. I don't know. I might end up getting DQ'd, which is fine. I just tried to do the right thing. I guess I should have come to a stop. At that point, I lost all my positions. I'm not sure it would have mattered. It might have. So, I might end up with a DQ because of that. I don't regret that at all, just because I didn't want to turn and hit Nicole. Coming in, I think third. I got around another car. Hopefully he's not upset with me. He ended up hitting my back bumper at some point on the infield. I forget if it was the last lap or second to last lap, but he hit it pretty hard. Hopefully his car's okay. But fun day, not exactly what I was hoping for, but it's all a great experience. I love doing this stuff. It's such a privilege to be out here. So I'm heading back to Gainesville to see the family. I'm gonna look at some video, reminisce, and tomorrow is the big race. Tomorrow is the major championship race, double points and all that stuff. I don't have enough points for me to be in the contention for that, but I definitely want to go out and race these guys and try to win. we race to win, right? So hope for the best, but that was a lot of fun, and it seems like everybody is happy. I don't know, I'm a little disappointed with my screw up on the restart, but you know, it's so fun. So anyways, off.